Boys, look, most people wouldn't even post a video like this, to be honest with you, but I genuinely don't care. I want to show you guys that success comes in different ways, and it's not always the way Instagram shows you. You know, everyone is so caught up now with like this amazing Instagram life that you have to drive a Lambo and you have to do this and you have to work from like an apartment that overlooks the city, and everyone thinks they're freaking Batman or something. No, I'm going to show you what real success looks like, what real hard work can get you. And like I said, it might not be something that is amazing to a lot of viewers, something that people are gonna look and feel inspired about, but the real point of this video is for you guys to know and feel exactly what it feels like on the come up. Like, I want you guys to really think back for a second. You guys need to realize that when I was starting my business, I've done like 7, 8 businesses by now. The first one failed. The second one failed. The third one failed, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, until we finally hit it, boys. But understand for a second what that means. Understand what failure means. It means, yeah, this is gonna work, doesn't work. Try and mix a few things around, change a few things, invest a bit more money, invest a bit more time. Still doesn't work. Then imagine the next one. Oh, yeah, this is gonna work 100% because I changed this that I've done in the last one and it's gonna work 100%. And that failed. The third one, third time's the charm, 100% this is gonna work. And that failed. And you know what's the worst part? People that were doubting you and hating on you, they were actually right. They were right, you didn't win. It's not gonna work. Maybe not today, but it will work eventually. And today is the eventually. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what it looks like right now. I told you guys in my last video, I will get to Dubai. I told you in the last video, I will make sure within the next 3 months, I will have a bigger office and I will get there. But you guys are gonna come with me, take a look, and we're gonna have a look at the office because I've only just moved in there. It's quite small, I've got all the signage done, whatever. So I'm happy to be in there, but it's gonna be the first time you guys get to see it, so come on. I'm really excited to show you my office, to be honest. Genuinely, like when I look back on my life and I think to myself where I've been working, how I started, genuinely I get excited to show you. Yes, it's not the most amazing office. It's not exactly what the vision is right now, but the thing is, you have to really work and manifest to be able to get where you want to go. That's why I signed a 3 months lease. If I only sign 3 months, then I know I'm gonna have to work extra hard and make a lot of money. I've only been here for a couple of weeks and I've already signed some very, very good clients. The thing about Dubai is you need a really nice office to, you know, so people know that you're legit. We have offices overseas. I mentioned this in my last video, but now we're gonna upgrade, inshallah, once I hit that threshold. Right now we pay like almost 2 grand a week. It's okay, you'll see. But I'm excited because I want you guys to know that just because you see all this bullshit on Instagram, you see people doing all this stuff, I mentioned it in the car, doesn't matter. Work hard because you can achieve it, okay? I never in my life thought I would be showing you guys, even if it's my humble little office right now, I never ever thought I'd be showing you guys my office right now. It's so exciting to me because the reality is now we're here in Dubai and it's very easy for us to just continue pushing on. Like, you know the thing, when I was in Thailand, I genuinely thought to myself, okay, I can live in Thailand forever, but you know, it's a little bit selfish. So I genuinely thought to myself, if I come to Dubai and I come and I just give it my 100% all, what is the worst that can happen? And a lot of people, okay, the thing that they don't realize is if you just try, like if you just genuinely try, you'll actually make it more than anyone else around you. See, the thing is, most people, you aren't dumb, you're not not confident. The thing is, no one just taught you how to do what you need to do to become successful. And I'm not saying I'm Elon Musk or someone who's a bazillionaire, but look at my life. I can move from country to country. My clients don't care where I live. They continue to work with me. And on top of that, the beauty in what I do is I can literally work anytime that I want. I've set up everything so it's completely automated and I can just relax, do what I need to do, focus on growing the business and go from there. Now, when you're trying to grow something or when you feel like you want to change your life, you can't just sit there and say, oh, if I wake up early and I grind and I go to the gym and I I eat lots of protein and I stay away from carbs, then I'm gonna be some amazing guy that actually, no, this stoicism era, this whole bullshit era of like, I need to be some certain man to be making a business. No, it's dead. The reality is hard work doesn't mean that you are going to become successful. Because if it did, all of the Egyptian slaves would be millionaires. And the same thing, vice versa, just because you have a certain level of education, it doesn't make you more inclined to make more money. Because if that was the case, then every doctor would be a millionaire. And I swear to you, I know one of my best friends, his wife is actually a nurse. She's told me surgeons that earn hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, every single person, every single surgeon she's ever spoken to is the most stressed out person in their life. Why? Because they make so much money, which means they have to flex so much money on finance and, you know, go get interest and loans and all this bullshit, which then means their bills are now more than what they can afford. So they're in the worst debt of their life, okay? They're in the worst debt of their life. So this hard work mentality, this I need to be smarter than everyone mentality, it's just out the window. It's bullshit to me. You know, when I was starting my business about 7 years ago, 6 years ago, I literally started making money before I even knew what I was doing. That's the reality. You guys have it so easy now because now in this era, you have AI. I didn't have AI. I was literally selling websites and I didn't even know what to do. All I knew is that I want to make money. So I said to myself, okay, if this guy needs something, I'll just take the money and I'll go get it done for him and I'll put a little bit more money on top. So I was getting websites from someone and he was charging me like $800 and I was charging $1,500. I was just doubling my money. And I thought to myself, okay, this is good. Like, let me keep doing this, keep doing this, keep doing this. Bro, look where I'm literally sitting now in the middle of Dubai. And I promise you boys, with the systems we have now, absolutely insane. The reason why I'm trying to put into context for you guys what I'm going through now and what you guys are going through now is because when I started, I was lucky enough to meet some Indian guy that is actually going to give me the opportunity. There's literally websites that you can go onto right now and it'll build a whole AI website for you, which you can then go and sell to businesses. The problem is not that you are lazy, it's not that you're dumb, it's not that you don't have time. The problem is you genuinely don't know what's available for you. And most people, you know, when you start university, there's this subject that you do. And I personally think it's a great subject. I think university is stupid, but I think this is a great subject. When you first start university, you have to do a subject which is called Introduction to Academic Communications, which means you learn how to learn. Let me break that down for you. You will actually learn how they want you to write an essay, how you should get the citations, where you should find resource information, where you should find the relevant info that you need to use inside of your assessments. I personally think this is the greatest thing that they've done because it helps you learn what you need to learn, which sounds stupid, okay? But if you knew what you needed to learn for business or for life, then you would be able to learn what you need to know, and then you'll be able to succeed. And that's where most of you guys are right now. You're not stupid, you're not a waste of time, you're not doing the wrong things. It's not because you're not lifting heavy enough, it's because you genuinely don't know what you need to do right now. And that's why this channel, I'm gonna show you exactly what you need to do and how to break out of that cycle, because the reality is, with the amount of technology that you guys have right now, with the amount of time most people have, and with the amount of benefits most people have in a Western country, Australia, UK, US, UAE, wherever it might be, I genuinely think if you are not winning or successful or breaking the cycle, it's just because you don't want it. Simple as that. So if you genuinely do want it, then this is the place for you to go, because the reality is, and I'm literally facing this right now with one of my employees, I can show you everything you need to know, okay? I can literally give you the tools. I can help you know how to make money. But the problem is, if you don't want it, if you yourself, you don't want it, nothing can teach that, straight up. And it's sad because the most successful people I know, genuinely, they have become successful in the worst times of their life. For example, myself, when I started to see a very big change in my life is when my mom had cancer And after she had cancer, literally a week later, my brother went to jail at the same time. So at the age of like 12 years old, I literally had to go from living the 12-year-old lifestyle and relaxing, enjoying, playing Wii, playing Mario Kart with my friends, to thinking to myself, holy shit, what am I gonna do right now? Like, I have no brother, my mom's very sick, my dad's stressed out, my two sisters are sisters, so they don't know what to do. And that's what changed my mindset for life. Like, yes, it's a scarring memory, but unfortunately, that's what it takes. So my point is, do you need something to put you under that pressure? Do you need something to ruin you before you can fix yourself? My advice is, don't do that. Realize in your head that you need to put pressure on yourself, because the reality is, the way I see it and what I've learned in my experience, is pressure does one of two things to people. You squeeze them, they work harder, okay? A little bit of pressure, a little bit of squeeze, they work harder. Or number two, you squeeze people, they turn to dust, okay? You need to work out what you want to do. That's point number one. The second thing is, you need to get access to the right information. Where can I find information that is so boring that I have to take notes about it? Because that's where the source is. You know when you watch those videos and it's like, how I made 500 million bazillion jillion dollars in 15 seconds because I stumbled across this AI app that does everything for me. That's not the videos you want to watch, okay? Genuinely, it's just clickbait. They're getting paid to do affiliate work. They give some value, don't get me wrong, but that's not the videos you want to watch. It's the boring creators, the ones who are really deep into what they're doing. That's who you need to be consuming. I'll tell you a little story. 2017, I was going to get my crane license, like so I could drive the cranes, okay? And that's what I wanted to do. When I was studying at university, my parents wanted me to be a project manager for construction or a lawyer. So I was doing law, I think business law and construction management at the time. Anyway, part of it, I went to go get my crane license so that I can make more money because they make really good wages. So I was working there, I had a little bit of money saved up because I was working as like a dogman. I don't know if you know what this guy is. But anyway, fast forward, let's get to the real source of the story. I met this guy and we came to know that over the time period that I knew him, I started to find out from people in the industry that this guy, takes some stuff and, he's not healthy all the time. He's taking some drugs, he's getting high, he's whatever. So this guy, the whole time I walked in there, I was like, bro, this guy's just a junk, man. Like, as if I have to deal with this guy, whatever. Let me just do my time, do my crime, and get out of here. 1 week, that's all I need, guaranteed to get the license. I can make $3,000-$4,000 a week. Let's just shut my mouth and do it. So this guy goes, and obviously, like, we're mutual friends, so he's talking with me a little bit more than everyone else. And one day he invites me to lunch, and I was like, all right, well, we'll just go to lunch. It's like the end of the week, whatever. I was trying to get out of the course, so I thought maybe if I go to lunch with him, I'll be able to go home early or something because, I'll just butter him up and tell him I gotta leave. So I go with this guy, we're having lunch, and he starts telling me, bro, trust me, man. I'll make you rich, no problem. All you gotta do is just give me a couple $1,000s. I promise you, I'll make you so rich, bro. I'm investing into this thing, into the web, and it's like blah, 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 blah. It's all this crazy stuff. I said to myself, bro, does this guy think I'm stupid? Genuinely, does he think I'm stupid? Like, he's gonna take my money, go spend it to get high, and then I'm just gonna be left, like, he's gonna be like, oh, that investment didn't work. You know what this guy wanted me to invest in 2017? He wanted $2,000 for me, so that I could invest into Bitcoin in 2017. Brother, do you know how rich I would be if I had invested that money back then? The reality is, you don't know where good information is going to come from. So take whatever information you can from people and go do your own research. Straight up. That's my advice. Number one, know if you want to change. Know what pressure you want to put yourself under and how you want to deal with that pressure. Do you want to crumble or do you want to work harder? That's number one. Number two is take information from everywhere, but swallow it with your own filter. Just like that story. Take information from it. That day I learned from that guy. even a junk, even a homeless person I'll listen to, because maybe, just maybe, God has put them through something and that's why they ended up in that position. And now I know that this person done this, which led him to that. So I can do what I want with that information. Do I either do what he said, end up like him, or do I not do what he said and not end up like him? Or maybe he done something and I can take something from it and do something else. Maybe I get a different outcome. But what I'm saying is, understand the information that you're consuming. And the last thing is, is take some freaking action upon yourself. I want you to do this exercise. Go get a piece of paper, go write down just 3 things you want to achieve. Just 3. Financial, health-wise, and also family-wise. Maybe you want to work on a better connection with your mum, which I highly advise. Mum is like gold, your mother is literally gold. Maybe you want to work on your relationship with your girlfriend or with your dad, your brother, whatever it might be. Those are 3 goals I want you to write down. Inside of those 3 goals, write 2 each. This and this, this and this, this and this. The first one is going to be what you want to achieve in the next 3 to 6 months. And the second one is what you want to achieve in the next 18 months. Now, why is that important? It's important because if you don't keep receipts, you're not going to keep yourself accountable. So what I want you to do is write these down, and then from there, take that, put it into ChatGPT, or just think with your own brain for a second, and think to yourself, how can I genuinely achieve this? Don't watch me and think because he makes money in marketing, you want to go do marketing. If you want to learn marketing, no problem. We have a community, you can join inside the community, you can go take the free course that I have there, you can buy into the upgraded course, whatever, I don't care, that's not the point. Don't just do things because I'm telling you and you're seeing that I have achieved something. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to go become a salesman, which is a great job, go do that, no problem. If you want to be a barber, go do that, no problem. But my point being is take some action upon yourself, because if 2026, if you are still working for someone, studying something that your parents want you to do, you are going to make a very big mistake. And I genuinely hope for your sake, that you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Why? Because reality is, I'm living here in Dubai now, and in the last 6 years, 7 years, I made a lot of mistakes. If I knew what I'm telling you guys right now, then I would literally be more successful than a lot of these big creators. So I wish I had this advice that you guys are getting right now. And don't get me wrong, these big creators, when you look at Tate, Ghazi, all these guys, whatever, they're all massive, right? They're like 30 something. I'm nowhere near 30. And I have already moved here and I can spend without having to worry. I can live in a nice house, I have an office. Watch what I do in 6 months. And I want the best for you guys. That's why I'm documenting this whole process, because I want to show you. I was just a little boy in Campbelltown, the worst of the worst of the worst parts of Australia. Drugs everywhere, violence everywhere, crime everywhere. And now I'm here. Why? Because I stood away from everyone else. I made a plan and I said, you know what? Let's just do it, bro. I'm going to do it. So, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Next, I'll be dropping some more source for you guys, some actual real information on how you can start building and growing and actually making some momentum to be able to start any business. Doesn't have to be online, can be in person, whatever you want to do, but that's where I'm going with the next video. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And again, peace, love. Make sure, please, just if you can take one piece of advice from this video, is fill out that action plan and go get it. Make 2026 the year that you actually have some incredible changes. God bless, and I'll see you later.